What up, y'all? It's your boy, the one and only A Switch, aka. Let me rub your shoulder real quick. Why that is killing me. AKA you put that butter knife on the sink because I'm not sure if I want to get another sandwich. Oh man. AKA you gonna finish that. AKA the Komaki Tiger Dropper. AKA the Nigga Lip Master. Bringing you yet another episode of Switches Sites, episode 191. Some minor housekeeping. I don't know. I feel like I may start shifting this show to podcast to maybe be more relaxed than it has been. I feel like lately, especially after life events have happened, that I don't know. I feel like I don't want to be tied to, I don't know, an arbitrary way of having to do this podcast. So I don't know. I feel like I'm not going to try to, like, I don't know, stick to a strict schedule. I'll say that. But I definitely still plan to still do it on Thursdays. But I don't know. Maybe I might do it maybe more monthly than bi-weekly now. Or, you know, maybe based on things that are happening. Maybe things that are more worthwhile talking about, like, of course, especially upcoming the next few months, like E3 and stuff. Well, I guess even before that, because like a lot of video game news tends to pop up around, E3. I must still call it E3 because I mean that's what I grew up to know it as. But yeah. So just prefacing that, in terms of before going to future shows, for any listeners out there that like, hey, what happened? I mean, that's where I'm kind of feeling. I kind of want things to go, and we'll play it by ear. So, with that in mind, yeah, I guess that's another factor. I mean, didn't really feel like I had nothing worthwhile talking about, or if I did, the passion of talking about it subsided. So I was like, you know what? I think I'm just gonna talk about what I've been gaming, this episode at least. And maybe if something else comes down the line, we'll do that. But I'm not gonna. I think the main goal is I'm not trying to force myself to do something that I maybe am not like 100% on doing, and make it feel like work, essentially, which is clearly I'm not getting paid or anything for this. So, yeah, I'm just gonna go my speed. cue the corny, what's the corny 90s sitcom, freeze frame. I guess that's more so the end of the movies. Yeah. I need some corny like 90s music. Even 80s. I'll even take 80s. But nonetheless, either way, just putting that out there. Either way. So, with that being said, let's stop the dilly-dallying and get right into it. First topic of discussion. Talking about them games, baby. Double Dragon Gaiden. So I did have this as a news topic, but then I ended up actually playing the damn game. So I'm like, well, that's kind of irrelevant and redundant. So nonetheless, playing Double Dragon Gaiden because the new DLC was announced earlier last month and just released last week. I think it's called the Sacred Stones DLC, free DLC, by the way. I mean, you gotta give it up for that. Gotta love it. There's like three characters. Sonny Lee, the illegitimate unwanted Lee brother, which I just love. I don't know. That's my favorite type. The unloved, ignored sibling in that video game lore forgot about. That's my favorite one. Forgotten, barely remembered. Underachiever, a sibling. You love it. So yeah, Sonny Lee, Ranzu. I'm gonna just say Ranzu, and I think Chi Mei. Let me look it up because I don't feel great butchering these names. Double Dragon Sacred Stone DLC. What is it? Ranzu, Sonny Lee, Chinsei Mai. I'm trying not to be. I'm promise I'm not attempting to be racist. I'm just trying to pronounce it. Chinsei Mai. Okay. So yeah, I got to play all of them. So with the DLC, after you download it, they are added to the store, and you just hopefully with the coins you stacked up by playing the game relentlessly when it came out, right? You can buy. I think I had enough to at least I started off with Sunny, or no, I think I might have bought Sunny and Ranzau, so I think I bought both of them. And then I was like, yeah, let me try this new survival mode. So that is another addition to the game, straight up survival mode. So pretty much you are put in these static stages, and you fight off a couple waves of enemies. Like it feels like 2-3 waves of enemies. And then after you do that, or you succeed and you survive, you go on to the next stage, wash, rinse, and repeat. Which is pretty fun, actually. I at least the highest I've gotten was, I think, 29 or 30, level 30. Which it gets pretty interesting. I'm not gonna lie, it gets pretty interesting. I guess I will say it doesn't get as crazy as Streets of Rage, Mr. X's Nightmare survival mode, but it does get up there. It does get fairly challenging. But as long as you utilize your combo, your tag combos and stuff, it generally is pretty easy. Not too crazy. I feel like if I was really focused and really determined, had the right team, I could probably go even further. I wouldn't be surprised if I could get to 50. And I guess that's the other thing. I don't know if it's random or it's I guess. Technically, yeah, I guess that's a question I do have that I don't know. Maybe I'll find the answer to at some point. But I'm curious if the mode is a predetermined or random in terms of like the stages you progress to. At least the vibe I get is that the stages definitely seem to be random, but I'm also curious if the enemies are random. But I guess assuming that they made this mode from inspiration from Streets of Rage, the Streets of Rage DLC and the Ninja Turtles DLC, I'm just gonna assume I kind of got some random vibes, so I'm gonna just say random. At least in my head canon. So, but yeah, I enjoyed it. It's a pretty cool mode. I guess at least getting these new characters in, and I feel like that this is gonna be like the rising desire, at least for me personally, playing with fighting games. I wish there was a training mode. I feel like now with the depth that a lot of beat 'em ups are getting nowadays, especially Street Fighter 4, and shout out to them for having a training mode, is that I think they need to get a training mode in there just to, I don't know, for me personally, I just like getting that muscle memory down and getting a good idea sense of what my characters can do fully before actually going into a realistic environment, if that makes sense. I don't know, I just like to analyze and like, play with all aspects of, my tag team that I have set up, that like I'd like to, I don't know, build a little bit more confidence in terms of like, knowing what my characters can do. So that's what I do hope that we do get in, if there's a next DLC or another DLC that's gonna come, is to have that for sure. But yeah, no, at least speaking more on the characters themselves, Sonny is funny. He's tired. Like, I guess he just overslept. He just oversleeps all the time, apparently. He's just very lackadaisical. He has like a drunken master type fighting style. He can like do this cool move where he's like, if you double jump midair, he does like a how would I say it? A falling damage attack where he like, he just falls on his shoulder like a drunken master would in a way. My descriptions aren't doing it justice, but you'll get an idea if you see like the trailers. But he's fun after you like kind of learn him more. Then you got Ranzo, who's like the ninja. He's like the cool badass ninja. Oh, I'm gonna take my mask off, but I'm gonna take it away from the camera so you don't see my true identity. But you can see my red hair though. You can see my red hair that adds to my illustrious mystery, So you got that. Then you got Shinsai Mei, who admittedly is the character I've not messed with too much because I unlocked him last after playing through Survival. But he seems pretty cool. I could see some potential in him where he has like a bison psycho crusher type move where he does a spinning cyclone type deal, and he's got like some like air launching and juggle stuff, which seems interesting. Like, if it feels like he would be very dope. He could complement the hell out of another character, but I just don't know who that character is yet. So there is that. But yeah, overall these new characters are pretty dope, very appreciated, and of course all for the very, very low price of free $99. I mean, you can't complain about that. On top of the stages and stuff. I guess that's the other thing that is in the game. The stages. You can unlock more stages from the store, which I did, but I did it after I played the survival mode once, so I never got back to playing it again. But I'm curious what it'll be like now with the new stages unlocked. I guess I assume it just adds more variety in terms of like the stages you randomly, that get picked from the pool or whatever. So, but hey, all in all, I love having another excuse to play some Double Dragon Gaiden. I mean, I've been waiting for the opportunity to play some more Double Dragon Gaiden. I mean, I didn't need an excuse, but I mean, this is even more of a greater excuse to play it. So, I had to do it. I'm very glad I did. So, also, I guess I caught that there was a read an AMA for the game after the DLC dropped. I think it was like a couple days ago that I did hop in and ask, and thankfully the developers asked my question specifically. It was Jeff. For those that don't know, Jeff is kind of like, is he? I wonder, is he? I don't think he's technically a sibling of the Lee brothers, but basically think of him as the reptile of Double Dragon. So like he has basically a palette swap of the Billy and Jimmy brothers, but he's green. He's green. Watch out now. You better watch out. He gonna fuck you up with that green. He gonna fuck you up with that green. He mean business. Not the blue. He's the red. Maybe, but that green. Oh shit. He's evil. He's immediately evil. I love me some palette swaps though. I mean, iconic. Just it's crazy what a simple like palette swap can like just totally change the whole demeanor of a character. And like, what did they do? I think they gave him blue eyes on top of that. So like now he's attractive to women, you know, the women who like the bad guys. But oh, he's so bad, but he got the blue eyes. Oh, please destroy my life now. I don't. Maybe I'm projecting. I don't know. Just always the evil twin brother palette swaps. Why do all the women go for the? I'm just in the bar. Why do all the? why do all the good women go for the palette swaps? Oh man. I'm just like lost, and I'm just frustrated. Why do all good women go for the palette swaps? I'm just frustrated. I just don't get it. Oh man. Ooh. Oh, that's killing me. Why the good women go for the palette swaps? Oh man. Man, I'm funny, man. I can't even spin it any other way. I fucking crack myself up. But nonetheless, I digress. Oh man, that is a skit. That's a skit in of itself. What was I even talking about? Right, Double Dragon, of course. Man. Fuck. That just threw my whole mindset up. Not gonna lie. I was just why they going for the why do girls always go for the palette swaps? Oh man. Oh my god. Oh, I don't know if I can recover from this. I don't know if I can. Damn. But yeah, so maybe Jeff might be a dope a potential DLC character. At least that's what he said. Like, the original creator of Double Dragon. Let me actually fact check that. Got to give that credit where that credit's due. Because I forgot. Was it Yoshisha Kishimoto? Was it him? At least the design. Yeah, I think at least the design. Yeah. Yoshisha Kishimoto, among others. Shouts out to Muneki Ibinuma, Atsuyushi Nishizawa. I'm sorry for butchering names. I'm so sorry. I'm American. I'm sorry. I tried Japanese. It just didn't work out for me. So yeah, so hopefully there might be more DLC. That'd be dope. Hey, any excuse to give us more Double Dragon Gaiden DLC, I'm for it. I'm for it. Maybe Jeff. Who could they add outside of that? Outside of the Double Dragon lore? Um, I mean, you know, certain game that was pretty notorious. You know, pretty dope mesh up cross up between a couple amphibians, you know, that were named after facial conditions, you know, some likes of rash, pimple, and zits. And, you know, by that I'm talking about the double, you know, battle toads. That'd be kind of dope. That'd be kind of dope. I mean, Microsoft got the whatchamacallit, got the licensing rights to Battletoads now, technically. So that'd be dope. I'd be down for that. Little minor Battletoads Double Dragon mesh reunion. Along with Jeff. The Battletoads Double Reunion. Along with Jeff. Just Jeff, I guess. That'd be dope. I'd love that. I would totally love that. Yeah. I'd be totally down for that. I feel like there's some other missing Double Dragon characters that I think would be great that don't come to mind. Let's look it up real quick. Look it up. I don't know. Maybe they did cover pretty much everybody. Maybe you could have the River City Girls, because you know the Kunio-kun universe, that's part of that, and obviously the Double Dragon. The Double Dragons are technically in a different canon. Technically, it's not the same, but nonetheless, it's clear that they're aware of each other, pretty much. That they're acknowledged of. Marion. Well, no, Marion technically is in the game. What am I talking about? Yeah, you got Shadow Master. Shadow Master would be cool. I know he's technically not in the game, so that would be dope. Shadow Master. I'd be down for that. So to be honest, I'm not even I wouldn't even be mad at Skullmageddon. Wouldn't be mad at Skullmageddon. Bring his ass back from Double Dragon Neon. Bring his ass back. Yeah, I mean, they pretty much covered mostly everybody else otherwise from the Double Dragon lore that I could think of. Comes to mind Mr. Jones. Who is he from? Is this the phone only Double Dragon game? Yeah, this is some one-on-one, like, I think it was like a one-on-one 3DO Double Dragon game. I don't know. I don't feel like that counts as canon, but you know. Yeah, I feel like the best prospects would absolutely be Battletoads. Battletoads and Jeff. Just bundle them into the next DLC pack. Maybe do some dope whatchamacallit, some dope, like, I don't know, just some dope Battletoads DLC. Hell, even I wouldn't be mad if we had to pay for it for that, for specifically for Battletoads. Sign me up. Yeah, you can add all three of them, like Pimple, Rash, and Zits. They could do their special moves. Yeah, they could do like their big boot, the big axe, the football, the big football helmet. They could technically do all their moves in the context of this game of Double Dragon Gaiden. That'd be dope. That'd be dope. They could do it. They could totally do it. I think this probably might be the closest that we would get to having like a Battletoads Double Dragon reunion. Or better yet, they could do that. Could do that and also like do a reboot, maybe not reboot, but a port, a remaster of Battletoads Double Dragon for modern consoles, or maybe do some deal where it's exclusive to the Switch or whatever, which would be fine. If that's what it takes to get it for Switch, I'm totally on that, you know. So, yeah. If anything, I think that's where they would go. I totally want to be right there, cause man, anything to get back to Battletoads and Double Dragon, I support 100%, 100%. Yeah, play Double Dragon Gaiden if you haven't. That's just, if you like beat 'em ups, hey, you really can't go wrong. Who's this dude? He looks familiar. Oh, Double Dragon 5, the fighting game. I don't know. Yeah, I just want to stay with the beat 'em ups. I have a really hard time justifying the except Shadow Master, with the exception of Shadow Master. Anybody else from the Double Dragon fighting games, I don't know. I just feel like, especially when it comes to people's nostalgia for the characters and stuff, I don't know, man. I just feel like that makes the most sense, honestly. So, yeah. Also, of course, I've been playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Man, it's been a minute since we last talked about this game. A lot has happened since I last talked about this game. I beat it. I did all the stupid ass challenges. Chadley, you're responsible, 'cause he's a bitch. Woosah. Man, them challenges, the Chadley challenges, well specifically the brutal and legendary challenges that you unlock after you beat the game. I'm pretty sure. Well, no, I guess technically you don't gotta beat the game. No, I think you can technically do them, but good luck either way. 'Cause boy, those challenges live up to the name. 'Cause boy, they are brutal and legendary in their own rights. That's for sure. 'Cause man, whew. There's a few that like literally took me like 40 to 60 tries for some. Fucking legendary bouts, friendship. That shit was like 60 to 70 tries for sure. For sure. Literally took me a whole weekend to beat it. I'm not even kidding you right now. That was one of the hardest things I've done in a good while. I mean, it might even beat the Souls games, to be honest. Because at least with the Souls games, it's like there's an adequate amount of fairness to the Souls games. For these challenges, it feels like it's a lot of RNG, which obviously factors into like, you know, sometime a run will go good, like you'll be good. Let's analyze this right now, because my God. So where do I even start? So the first problem I'll say with these challenges, they are 10 rounds. So 10 rounds, no checkpoint. So you get to round 8 and you die. Damn, that sucks, man. Ah well, try again. Try again. So that's a big factor. Then you got I mean, that's really the biggest problem, to be honest. Yeah, like I feel like they could have potentially split the challenge up to two parts where it's like one is 5, the other is 5. But no, 10 rounds. And mind you, these bosses, these are like the hardest like bosses. Cause you're like, one is that you're basically fighting all the summons in the game. And some of the summons, as well as like the legendary characters, or like, some of the biggest bosses in the game, like difficulty wise. And you're you're facing them back to back. Which that in of itself still blows my mind, but whatever. So that's the biggest thing. At least with some of the challenges, it's only 2 people. So it's only you and another NPC, or not NPC, another character. And in that case, said character already has predetermined equipment. So you're pretty much like, you can't even do any intricate ass builds to like pretty much brute force through some of those challenges. So that's a whole nother factor. But yeah, so that's definitely what added to a lot of difficulty. And they're like, mind you, these are like the hardest bosses as well as summons back to back in the game, that you have to do 10 rounds without dying. No checkpoint, no save spot, nothing. If you die, you die at boss 10, which clearly it's happened many times for me. Oh, well, damn, that sucks. Damn. Wow, man. Ah, that's tough, man. Gotta do it again. So, yeah. Clearly I am more than likely expressing how much I invested into this, because I did do them all. But boy, I definitely have been vocal about it, because man, I would admittedly say those are a bit too hard. They should give you, especially if you're like, trying to get the platinum trophy for the game, which this is a requirement if you want to get the platinum. So you're going to have a very hard time if, especially if you're not, I guess, gamatically gifted. I'm making that up, but whatever. You're going to have a tough ass time. That time going to be tough, boy. I'm curious. A patch did come out recently. After I did this, I'm gonna be so mad if watch, they like, well, guys, we've heard you. We did realize that the difficulty of the challenges in Rebirth are too difficult. So you know what? We split up the challenges and let you save for after each boss. Oh boy, I'm gonna throw something. Patch notes. April 11th. Wow, so literally today. Damn. Let me look, cause boy, I am curious. Man, I swear to God. Let me get them full juicy patch notes. So they did fix the chapter 12 side quest, the Can't Stop Won't Stop, which I forgot to mention that is one that boy, in my journey to platinum this game, which I've pretty much committed to at this point. So mind you, this was like a couple weeks back. was playing pretty much doing everything, literally everything in the game. Got to this last quest, can't stop, won't stop, right? So pretty much started it, I think did one aspect of it, and then got to this particular part with the G bike, and that's where you need to get a particular higher score than the standard one, specifically for the that mini game to get the unlock it. So freaking unlocked, got the score, but did nothing happen. I'm like, all right, that's weird. Okay. All right. So I was like, let me restart it. Let me try again. Nothing. So then eventually I just looked it up and like, oh yeah, it's bugged. I can't even do it either. And he was like, well, if you if you got the physical copy of the game, I mean, win for physical media, you have to literally delete the game, cut your PS5 off the internet, and then install the game from disc. It has to be a disc. It can't be digital. Then reload the same area, or reload your save, and then do the G bike mini game again, and then you can. I was able to progress after that, but just the fact that I had to do that, just if you wanted to platinum the game right then and there, you banked up all your vacation time. This is the month I'm going to complete Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. And boy, yeah, if you got the digital version, you'd be pretty much SOL until they patch it, which is today. So, but yeah, so that was fun. That was just a funny, just overall thing. But nonetheless, figured it out, got through it. Then I, updated the game back and was pretty much golden after that. So, what other, so they do tell you have to do the G-Bike minigame again, which is not too difficult, not too crazy. Nothing notable so far. I don't think I got that. Oh. A bug that will cause romance level to not increase under certain circumstances, even if a choice which should increase romance levels was made. I'm curious if that possibly happened to me. I'm not sure. I think I did have some loading save data under certain circumstances causing the crash. That happened a couple times. Visual bugs. You can load save data from FF7 Remake. I wonder what use is that. Otherwise, it does not seem to be. They're like, no, you gonna do these challenges, you gonna like it or not. So that's cool. I'm in the top last I checked, 0.7%. Admittedly, I begrudgingly, because I don't know. I just wanted to do it. I felt compelled to do it. I just wanted to platinum the game, which to be honest, I very rarely like. I have to really like a game to really want to platinum it. So, I mean, that's just a testament to how much I thoroughly enjoyed this game, But yeah, beat it. You know what? I mean, it's been enough time. 2 months? You know what? Let's spoil it up a little bit. I'm not going. Let's get into spoiler territory. Man. Where do I even start? So yeah, the ending of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. So it seems like they did it. They took her out. The more I think about it, I don't know. They do definitely leave it up for interpretation, for sure. At least my personal interpretation of it is that she's dead pretty much in the same context as the original. Like, they definitely allude to her being like, you know, omnipresent and like, you know, being of this higher being kind of thing, almost a god, if you will. And that she exists in definitely in some other universes, but at least in the current canon of which is kind of that's even tough to say because multiple canons have been involved in this game technically. So, but yeah, at least my interpretation of it is that she's dead. They did kind of fake you out and make you to believe that she might be, but I think that's in turn their intention too, to kind of like give you some false hope and make it worse, even worse, like thinking that she is actually alive, but I don't think that's the case. I guess we'll see with the third one, but I don't know. It's not looking good for Aerith, you know, and I did love the play in how Cloud is kind of under this impression that she's still alive technically in his head, but she's dead to everybody else. Which I don't know. They gave themselves a lot of flexibility to play with that if they wanted to, in regards to the third game. So, but I would assume they want to keep that the way it is, pretty much. That maybe she is alive in another universe, but because like clearly they are very much in this game hinting a lot at Zack, and you know they didn't. Well, I guess they didn't really tell you a lot about Zack's like original story, which I guess that's why they released Crisis Core about like what, a year before this release, pretty much. So I guess that's maybe their justification of not telling you specifically what happened with Zack, because they want you to do your homework with playing Crisis Core, which I recommend as well. So yeah, and then yeah, that was the whole Zack stuff. Like they like, hey, we bring in, hey, Zack from another universe, hey, Cloud from another universe, let's fight Sephiroth, let's do it. And then they did it, and then Sephiroth's like, I don't want this shit, and then cut away. Like, you go back to your universe, Zack. What the fuck you doing here? And then, you know, like, oh damn, Cloud, save Aerith, save Aerith, damn it. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of weird because it's like it's still a lot of confusion as to what the purpose of it is, other than the fan service. Which at the same time, I'm like, hey, Zack and Cloud fighting Sephiroth. I mean, I don't know how hard you can get, but I mean that's pretty, is up there. Let's be honest. So I don't know. I feel like I assume those questions that will be further answered in the third game, but I definitely would have liked more answers in regards to Zack, especially with the miscellaneous chapters they plot throughout the story of this game, where you literally control Zack in an alternate universe. At least that's my interpretation of it. But I didn't really feel like there was a payoff. It just felt like the payoff was that Zack got to make a little cameo to fight with Cloud against Sephiroth, and that was it. I don't know. I personally did want a little bit more there. More something to suck my teeth on, sink my teeth into with Zack. I don't know. I wish like let us play him more than what we did, because then that was the other thing too, because like literally when the game starts, you play as Zack and like, oh shit, let's go, and then pretty much you just continue just the standard Final Fantasy VII Rebirth experience. You visit Zack, and like, you know, they do like use him as a form of story exposition in some ways, but it's just vague enough where it's like, I don't know how this works in the grand scheme of things. Then again, I don't know. I think I need to do some more, like, hit up some lore videos and theory videos to really, I don't know, get a better understanding of that. Because the director of this game, Nomura-san, who has a famous history with Kingdom Hearts, which I've just heard how convoluted that shit is, but which partially kind of makes me fearful to. I have them, but I've yet to fully dive into them. So, but I at the same time, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I love the gameplay, love the story plot that I can understand. That doesn't go over my head. Of course, shouts out to Queen's Blood. Love the payoff of that whole storyline. That felt pretty great. Just exploring the world, man. I feel like I'm pretty much want to immediately play. Let me not say immediately, but I'm taking a little sub break, playing some other games, like multiplayer games, before potentially jumping back and doing hard mode for Rebirth. Cause I just want to, at this point, like, I'm literally like 200 hours into this damn game. I'm like, well, I'm already committed at this point. Might as well see it through, so we'll see. But yeah, at least achievement wise, pretty much everything that I have left is pretty much tied to another playthrough of hard, to pretty much another playthrough, but on hard difficulty, where they got these manuscripts that you got to get like more books and stuff for your character. But technically I did like literally the hardest part, which is those challenges, which did give me a lot of the end game items that I think will make the hard mode playthrough way easier now, as well as on top of farming the materia, which I did a lot of farming of the materia, got most of them maxed out, as well as the multiples of them maxed out. So I mean, everything is set in place. I'm the fact that I really want to do this all over again. Well, but now I do have the kind of incentive of playing it now without the side quests, having to do the side quests. Even though I think some I do still have to do, or because I already did them and I can still save my progress, I might be able to get them free if I just complete the chapter. I'm not sure about that. I'm probably going to experiment and do some more research about that. But now it's like, now that I know it's literally like a much more streamlined experience than what I played up until now, that like I'm curious to see how the game feels without doing the side stuff, now that I don't have to worry about it. So I don't know. But I definitely feel like I'm more than likely going to immediately play it again before I go to the other RPGs I still have yet to play. I literally played maybe an hour of Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth and like Persona 3 Reload. I've not played. Well, I think I played an hour of each of those, but I'm like, I'm gonna be JRPG'd out. I don't know if I want to dive into yet another chunky ass JRPG. And I think what Infinite Wealth is rumored to be infinite amount of time to play it. I think it's probably realistically I wouldn't be surprised like at least 150 plus hours for that. So, man, games. I mean, I love them. This is a good problem to have. Don't get it twisted. But damn, man, like, be cool if they could be shorter so I can. But then again, I don't know. It's not. Is that the full experience? If I wanted it shorter, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm older. I'm like, hey, man, we could just have these games be 10, 20 hours. It's fine. We don't got to do 200-hour games anymore. I mean, it's like, what if I want to replay it? Then I just have to commit 400 hours to play it once and again after that? I don't know, man. I guess technically be shorter if you playing New Game Plus, but still be pretty long. That did remind me, I think I had the idea where like it would be cool if you could, specifically for RPGs, if you could have a like some truncated mode, like shoot, you could just call it replay mode, where like literally you can cut all the fat out of a JRPG specifically and just play like literally the essential points, kind of like anime when they do like those movies where they like truncate a lot of the plot into one specific movie, versus having to watch, you know, the 50 episodes of an anime and you get all of that in one a truncated movie, you know. I feel like there's something there. I think somebody's eventually gonna do it. Just get this on record, because they stole the idea from me, but I think something could be done there. Just like literally, like you get literally all the major plot points of the game, and then it's much shorter, like making 150-hour game like 20 hours, just for like somebody like me that like, you know, because honestly, that's how I felt about Persona 5, where I was like, man, I really want to play it again, but I don't want to do all of that again. But again, it's like New Game Plus will probably make it much more enjoyable. So I don't know. I might be overdue. Probably after Reload. Fuck, I forgot about 4. I put a decent amount of time into 4, like 20-ish hours. I don't know. Nonetheless, Rebirth is great. It is so great. It's so good. It's definitely my game of the year so far. Given I've not played the other very potential games of the year, like Persona 3 Reload and Infinite Wealth, which, you know, me boasting myself as a big Yakuza fan, that's a shame in of itself. But I just, you know, and what I will say the fact that this is yet another RPG, a turn-based Yakuza, hasn't made me like chomping at the bit to play it, but I'm gonna get around it. It's gonna happen. It's just a matter of when. So yeah, man. Rebirth. Love me some Rebirth. Love me the lore. Love me that lore, the theories. I've only watched a couple videos. I'm about to get on a really big ass rabbit hole. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth ending theory rabbit hole. Cause boy, that boy gets deep. I bet it is. I bet it's so deep. I bet it's deep. Well, damn. With that being said, you know, damn. You know, it's funny. I didn't even think that. I was like, this is gonna be actually a short episode. I forgot to mention that, but boy, it did not. Man, 2 games only. Wow, that's funny. But nonetheless, that will conclude episode 191 of Switch's Sights. Well, if you did like this show, feel free to like, rate, subscribe on your various podcasting platforms. Catch me record this podcast live on Twitch TV/aswitch. Thursday nights generally, whenever that is, I don't know. You can also catch the archives on youtube.com/aswitch. Until next time, y'all, feel free to fuck. Get your damn game on. Oh yeah. Nobody's safe.